Welcome to Big B Daily. No frauds allowed.
All right, man. What is going on, people? Big B Daily Show. Welcome back. I appreciate everybody being here, man. Good Monday to everybody. Woo! We got a good show today. It is packed. We're talking NFL playoffs. We are talking Black Monday, which has turned out not to really be a Black Monday so far. We're talking college football championship. I would probably guess we're going to spend a ton of time on that. So let's get to it. But as always, man, thank you on TikTok. Keep tapping the screen. Keep tapping that screen. We're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. What is going on to everybody out there, man? Let's get as many people in here as possible and as many people commenting, engaged as we possibly can. Again, Monday through Friday, we are live on TikTok, live on YouTube. Thinking about probably going to move the time back. Right now, we're at 4. I'm guessing we're going to move it back to 6 Central Time, but we'll go from there. It'll probably be next week. We'll move it back. Either way, we're here today. Let's get this thing going. So, NFL playoff favorites. Who do you all think are some of the NFL playoff favorites as of right now? Is it in the AFC? Let's start with the AFC. I think some of the favorites right now in the AFC, obviously the Ravens. Look, as a Steeler fan, I'm not supposed to say the Browns, but I think the Browns are huge. And I think the Browns, Bills, and the Ravens, those are the teams that I think can win the AFC. Now, obviously, everybody can win. So it's not a matter of nobody else can win. Anybody can win. But when I look at the outside looking in, I just think the Browns are playing good football, even with Flacco. I got the Bills. The Bills, winning that game against Miami last night was nuts. Good for them. So, and then the Ravens are the best team in football right now. They're the best team in football right now. But here's what's funny about basically all the NFL this year. If anybody lost, I wouldn't be surprised. If the Ravens get beat the first game in the playoffs, I won't be surprised. If the 49ers got beat the first time they played, I wouldn't. Now, depending on who they're playing, because the NFC is not as good, but we'll see. But I wouldn't be surprised. In the NFC, they're not necessarily sleepers, but some of obviously the favorites, 49ers. Let's see. The Rams. I think the Rams are definitely dangerous. And the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys. Even though I'm the vice president of the Dallas Cowboys hater committee, that is me. I think the Cowboys are very, very dangerous, man. I think this might be their year. It might be their year. And I know Cowboys fans say that every year. So, but we'll see. My man Marvin over on YouTube, he said the Ravens because they have a healthy and dangerous Lamar, which I believe. Lamar's healthy. The Ravens are going to be dangerous. We'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. So my man Wakan says Houston can be dangerous. I believe that too. But I think the problem is I think the Browns are going to beat them in the first round. Houston's good. I love the story. I love DeMeco Ryans. I love what he's done there. But I think the Browns are better. And I think the Browns are going to beat them in the first round. That's just my opinion. Now, can anything happen? Of course it can. But let's start in the AFC, man. Let's start in the AFC. Let's go through the games next weekend. Bills, Steelers. TikTok, don't you do it. Now, I'm looking right at you, TikTok. Don't you do it. And you're already doing it. You're already doing it. Unbelievable. As soon as I said it, TikTok, here everybody, Bills, Bills. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Unbelievable. Steelers. Here's the thing. The Bills should win the game. This is the team that, if I'm being honest, this is the one team, if I'm the Steelers, I did not want to play. I did not want to have to go to Buffalo and play the Bills. They're hot. The matchup with the Steelers is horrible. That was the one team I did not want to play. I felt very confident playing against the Chiefs, but I don't feel confident playing against the good old Buffalo Bills. It could be trouble for my Steelers. So we got that one covered. Oh, all right. Buffalo, the Bills, fine. Now, next game, we got Houston and the Browns. A lot of people are on Houston, man. A lot of people on Houston. Hold on. My man Marvin Fanatic over on YouTube. No hate. I don't think the Steelers can beat a good Bills team, but maybe Mason can pull off the upset. I don't think so. But I mean, anything's possible. If the Steelers can run the ball and control clock, yeah, they can win that game. They can win that game. But the Steelers have problems up the middle. Middle linebacker, everybody's hurt. So we'll see. We'll see, man. But going to the Bills, the Browns and the Texans. Let's move on. Browns and Texans. I think the Texans are playing good football. I love the story like we just talked about. I just think the Browns are too good for them. They're going to be too physical, and I think the Browns win it. I think the Browns win. Next game is the Chiefs and the Dolphins. I can think whatever I want about this game, and I think we all can. It's going to be in the single digits at kickoff in Kansas City next weekend. Does anybody in their right mind think the Dolphins are going to the Kansas City Chiefs and winning in single degree weather? Does anybody think that? Oh, somebody thinks that. Oh my God. The Dolphins are not going anywhere close to winning in single degree weather. I mean, maybe check their record on games that are 40 degrees and below. They aren't winning. We know Overstreet. Anything that I say, you disagree with anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the Dolphins are not going up there and winning. They're not winning. So, Finn's got to run game. Chiefs got to run defense. So, there's that. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. Chiefs are winning. And I don't even think the Chiefs are very good. I don't. I don't think they're very good. But it is what it is. Let's flip over to the NFC. Best game of the weekend, I think, is Rams-Lions. Best game of the weekend, I think, is Rams and Lions. And I think that the Rams are going to go to Detroit and win the game. And it makes me sad to say that because I've been on the Lions all year. But the Rams are going to beat them. They're going to go to Detroit and win. Yeah, buddy, I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you, Troy. I hate to say it. I want Detroit to win, but they're not going to. Matthew Stafford is going to carve them boys up. It's going to be a bloodbath. Stafford goes back to Detroit and wins. Stafford goes there and wins, man. Ugh. I want the Lions to win, but I don't think it's going to happen. Lions with the upset. They win a close win at home. Is it going to be an upset? I mean, the Lions are favored, so I don't think it's an upset for them to win, but I don't think they're going to. So, and you're right, Gwendo. I have no idea why Detroit was playing their starters. They couldn't do anything. They could win. It wasn't going to change. Nothing was going to change for them. Nothing. but they're going to play their starters anyway. It didn't make any sense. And then Laporta gets hurt. Just, craziness. Craziness. So then we got the next game. So the Cowboys and the Packers. I mean, the Packers are playing good football. The Packers are playing good football. But it's the Cowboys. They're at home. You know how they play good at home. Here's the thing. Y'all know me. I don't care what time the game is. If the Cowboys lose this game, like I said, I'm 10 minutes from the Star. I will be doing a live from the Star. I will be doing a live from the Star. Cowboys better not lose this game. I got the Cowboys winning. Don't let them lose. Don't let them lose. Or y'all need to sprint to your phone, get on TikTok, and say, Big B wasn't lying. He is live from the Star making fun of the Cowboys, because that's exactly what's going to happen. So, but I think that the Cowboys win this game. So, I just think they're better. I think they're better. Especially at home, they're going to be better. So we got the 3 and the 6 game. We got the 2 and the 7 game. And now let's go to the 4. No. Yeah, the 4 and the 5 game. The Bucks and Philly. Philly's not winning this game. Philadelphia is so bad right now. They're not even, I mean, I saw somebody earlier, they were arguing about Philly. Oh, they got a chance. They're going to snap out of it. Really? They haven't snapped out of it in, I don't know, a month? And then we got Julius down here, Pepperwood, saying that Philly 100% win. Really? They may get blown out. And I don't think Tampa's blown out anybody all year. They may blow Philly out. Philly's done. They don't want to play. They've cashed it in. It is over in Philly. Philly's done. They've quit. So yeah, that's right. Philly's defense is trash. The back end, that's secondary. Have y'all ever seen a secondary be so bad? From one year they were so good, 2 All-Pros, to now being horrific. Woo! It's ugly. I don't think somebody's saying Marvin over here on YouTube is saying that Jalen Hurts is going to choke. I don't think he's going to choke. They're just not any good. Jalen Hurts is hurt. He can't run. They can't run the football at all. Swift can't do anything. We still don't. Devontae Smith, his ankle, we don't know if he's going to play. We don't know the injury status of A.J. Brown. And their defense is a sieve. They're finished. So that's what I got moving forward, man. Let's move on. And again, I appreciate everybody being here and everybody, especially on YouTube and on TikTok, man. TikTok, y'all keep tapping the screen like you have been. I appreciate it. We need at least 30 new follows. So if you're in here and not following, please give us a follow over on YouTube. And if you are, on TikTok. But click on that YouTube link in my bio on TikTok and come and join the live stream over on TikTok, man, or on YouTube. Jiminy Christmas. I apologize. I'll get with it. TikTok, give me a follow. Click the YouTube link. Join us over on YouTube. Let's do it. Black Monday. It really hasn't been a Black Monday, has it? I mean, Arthur Smith got fired last night. Rivera was fired today. Let me ask y'all a question, though. And I just need y'all's opinion. Why would they let Ron Rivera coach the rest of the year out? I mean, what was the point? They knew they were going to fire Ron Rivera by week 3. Why would they even allow him to be out there? It just blows my mind. But either way, he's out, but nobody else is out. Not yet. Everybody's talking about how it's going to be, Belichick is going to be gone or possibly gone. you know, and somebody that's not going to be gone and they're saying is going to stay. Dennis Allen. How does he stay in New Orleans? How is that possible? Man. I mean, the Saints stink. They should have won the division this year. They didn't. And Dennis Allen still has a job? They're not trying to win. They're not trying to win. So they're not trying to win. And I know what you're saying. Some people are talking about Rivera finish his contract out. Since when has that stopped anybody, an owner? They don't care. What difference does it make? You had an opportunity and you could have been good. But that's not what happened, man. That is not what happened. Yeah, but either way, Dennis Allen should be out. But he's not going to be. Doesn't look like he's going to be out. He's staying. He's staying. Who else has got to go? Belichick, they keep saying, has got to go. I went through the list today, and I'm like, it looks like Chicago's keeping Eberflus. It looked like he's staying. If Tennessee gets rid of Vrabel, they're idiots. If the Tennessee Titans decide that they don't want Mike Vrabel as their coach, they're idiots. Their roster is terrible. So they are terrible. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, that's what I think it's nuts. I think it's nuts that that's been the talk that they're trying to get rid of Vrabel. And Tomlin, look, I even made a post about it today. Mike Tomlin, I'm still on the we got to trade Mike Tomlin bandwagon. I'm still on the we got to trade Mike Tomlin bandwagon. Trade him. Get something. They got to win a playoff. I'm tired of mediocrity. And then I sit there and I say that and I go, look what Tomlin did the last 3 games. How we won 10 games with all the injuries, playing our third quarterback, and they still won 10 games. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. In Chicago, I know, Gwendo, Chicago's going to keep the coach and GM. Here's my problem with Chicago, other than their organization is a dumpster fire. You keep hiring coaches before you hire a GM. How does that work? I mean, shouldn't you hire the GM who brings in his coach? I mean, Chicago keeps doing it the other direction, the other way. It isn't working, but whatever. Oof. I mean, yeah, Quiggle, I get it. Eberflus got that defense playing good at the end. Well, okay. What difference does that make? You were out of it at that point. What about at the beginning? What about in the middle? When it made an opportunity, when you had an opportunity? I just don't. I mean, if they keep Eberflus, that's fine, but then they got to keep Justin Fields. Because you can't get rid of Justin Fields if you're keeping the coach. You got to keep him. Now, here's a good question. My man Wakan says, should the Jets get rid of Robert Saleh? I don't think Saleh is a good coach. I don't think Saleh is a good coach at all. But it is what it is. They're going to keep him, but I don't think they should. I don't like him. I don't think he's that good of a coach. I don't. Have some conviction about yourself. If you don't think that Zach Wilson is a good quarterback, then just, hey, man, he doesn't give us the best chance to win, and we can't put him out there anymore. But the back and forth, oh, my God, the guy, make a decision. So it is what it is. And Jim Harbaugh, I don't think is going to go to the Raiders. I think he's going to go to the Chargers. I mean, he could go to the Raiders. He could. But the Raiders don't have a quarterback. So would you rather go be the Raiders coach with no quarterback and have to draft a guy, or go be the quarterback of Justin Herbert in Los Angeles? It's kind of an easy decision for me. I just think he's going to the Chargers. If he doesn't go to the Chargers, Atlanta. That's what I would do if I was him. I wouldn't go. First of all, the Raiders need to hire Antonio Pierce. I mean, the best player on your team, Max Crosby, has basically said, I don't know why we wouldn't run it back with him. I mean, they play good football with him. That's what I think should happen. So Atlanta may trade for Belichick or Tomlin. Yeah, it would make sense. It would make sense. Atlanta's got to do something. They need a splash. Atlanta definitely needs a splash. But we'll see. It's not really turned into Black Monday like it usually is. So maybe we'll see coming up. Adam Schefter said he thought 7 coaches were going to get fired. Well, heck, we already had 4 during the season. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Well, let's move on, man. College football playoff championship is tonight. It is tonight. Michigan against Washington. I see it like this. If Michigan runs the football, if they control the clock and keep the ball away from Washington, they can win. If not, I think Washington outscores them and just scores too many points, and Michigan can't score as much and wins the football game. But if Michigan can control the clock and run the football, I think Michigan is going to win. I'm rooting for Michigan to win. I want Michigan to win. I want Michigan to win this football game. I have no qualms about Michigan winning the football game. I want Jim Harbaugh to win. I think all that stuff that they brought up about him cheating is just a bunch of nonsense. I think it's garbage. And I want him to win and then ride off into the sunset and go to the NFL. That's what I want. So I can go against the purple, and I'm doing it now. But I want Michigan to win the game. Will they? I don't know. The one thing that I do know that I want is a good football game. I don't want that championship game we got last year. I don't want that nonsense. Jiminy Christmas. Don't want that at all. But I will say this. If it is a blowout, it's more likely that Washington blows out Michigan than the other way around. If the game turns into a blowout, I think it'll be Washington blowing Michigan out. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it can be high scoring. If it is, Michigan's going to lose. My man Marvel says Washington 40, Michigan 20. Yeah, I mean, if Washington gets to 40 points, they're winning the game. Michigan can't score that many points. They're not going to score that many points, even though Washington's defense is bad. So, here's another good one by my man Guindo. If Penix can avoid the pressure like he did against Texas, they will win. Possibly. But the one thing is Washington's offensive line kind of stymied the pass rush of Texas. And Texas wouldn't blitz them. They just thought they were going to keep getting there with 4, and they never did. Michigan's going to bring the house. They're going to bring pressure. If the back end of Michigan can hold up when they bring all these 0 blitzes, then they'll be fine. But if not, Washington will score 40 points. If they get to 40, Michigan can't catch them. They just can't. So, and Michigan does have a better defense than Texas. By far, no question, Troy. No question. So, and you're right, Chuck. Texas never brought pressure. They never turned it up. They just thought we're going to get there with 4, and that's all we need. And they didn't, and they got carved up. They literally got carved up. I don't think it's going to be high scoring. I don't. 27-24, 27-21, something like that. Michigan better hope it's not high scoring, because if it is, they can't win. They can't win a high scoring game. Or at least they haven't shown that they can win a high scoring game. You know how this stuff works. Anything can happen. It's college football. Anything can happen. Next thing you know, Michigan get 50. And they ain't been able to score 50 ever. So who knows? Who knows, man? Well, let's open this thing up, man. As always, we appreciate everything that you guys do. Thanks for the support. Thank you for the support. Let's open this thing up and let's chit chat about some stuff. Whatever you guys, I'll answer as many questions as I can before we shut this bad boy down for the day. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? Ask yourself this: Texas pressure or Michigan pressure? Which one is better? Michigan all day. Texas never even brought pressure. Texas never brought pressure. So I would say Michigan all day long. And they're going to bring pressure. So, and yeah, Gwendo, those Washington wide receivers, they are great. They're great. But Michigan's got a great back end. It's going to be a good game, I think. I think it's going to be a really, really good game. So, and as long as it is, I'm happy. As long as it is, I am happy. So, let's see here. What else we got? Is Penix going to the NFL this year? Yes. Penix will be going to the NFL. High draft pick. Washington will win the game tonight. They might, Robert. They just might. Wakan says Rams versus Lions, two quarterbacks playing their former team. I think it's the best matchup of the weekend. I can't wait for Rams and Lions. Cannot wait for it. But I think the Rams win. I think Stafford goes back and carves up Detroit. I want Detroit to win, but I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to. Who do I like better, Williams or Penix? Williams. I've been on record. I'm not sure Penix is that great. I'm not sure. I don't see him throw him a lot of timing routes or dig routes over the middle, stuff like that, throwing into tight windows. I see him throwing a great deep ball. Those are outstanding deep ball. But all the other stuff, I don't know. I don't know. And I've seen Caleb Williams do that a lot. So we'll see. I think Penix can be a starter in the NFL for sure. Can Dallas hold on if it's close in the fourth quarter, says my man Gwendo on YouTube? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Cleveland Browns will win their football game. Yeah, Cleveland's going to win. Cleveland's going to win. I got them beating Houston for sure. I have them beating Houston. A coach has never won the Natty that left that offseason. A Harbaugh returns. That's not true. I mean, that's not even remotely true. But okay. Dennis Erickson, Jimmy Johnson, but all right. Who you got winning, the Steelers or Bills? Man, as much as I want to say my Steelers are going to beat Buffalo, and that we're playing well, Buffalo might be playing better, and Buffalo, I think, is going to win. That pains me, and it hurts my heart. That hurts my heart to say, but I think they're going to win. I think the Buffalo Bills are going to win, man. Oh, it sucks to say, but I think Buffalo wins the game. I think Buffalo wins the game. So, yeah, the Steelers are going to have to play keep away, play physical football, keep the ball out of Buffalo's hands. If they can do that, they got a shot. So, we got a shot. They definitely got a shot. Wakan says, who's a better fit, Penix or NFL or Nix for the NFL? Penix is better for the NFL than Nix. Nix is going to be a backup in the NFL. Bo Nix is going to be a backup in the NFL, which some people are going to say that's a slight. That's one of the best jobs in America, a backup quarterback in the NFL. You get paid a bunch of money, and you're the backup. So nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. Bucks and Eagles will be a sloppy game. Is it supposed to rain? Either way, the Bucks are going to beat the Eagles. The Eagles stink. The Eagles stink. So, Yeah, Steven, backup quarterback is a great job. Jake Browning, perfect example. Mason Rudolph. Hell, Mitchell Trubisky's making $8 million to stink. Now, he's not going to get it next year, but for the last 2 years, Mitchell Trubisky's made $17 million to be a backup quarterback and to play bad. There's worse jobs in America. There are worse jobs in America. So being a backup quarterback or saying somebody's going to be a backup in the National Football League, that's okay. That's okay. You know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this game tonight, man. I am looking forward to this game tonight. I was even going to, I'm still on my diet, as y'all know. Big B's on his diet. He's lost 75 pounds from June to the end of the year. And I was going to stick to my diet and eat baked chicken tonight and some salad. I'm getting wings. It's the football. It's the national championship. What am I doing? What am I doing? I can diet another day. One day of wings ain't going to kill me. I mean, I guess technically it might, but that's going to do it to all of us. But I'm doing wings tonight. I'm doing wings tonight, man. So, Wingstop. Who's your all's favorite wing place, man, to watch the games? Y'all like Wingstop, Buffalo Wild Wings? I feel like Buffalo Wild Wings, if you get it to go, is not as good. It's not as good. I like Wingstop. And you're right. Wingstop has fallen off Overstreet. You're right. But I like them over Buffalo Wild Wings. I like them over Buffalo Wild Wings. Now, if I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings, it's better. It's better. So, here's one thing to keep in mind. Pizza Hut actually has some fire wings. Pizza Hut. If you ever get an opportunity to get wings from Pizza Hut, they are not bad. They are good. I mean, and look here. I am a wing aficionado. Okay? I'm a wing expert. Pizza Hut wings are not bad. They're not bad. Steel City Mafia. I'm telling you, brother. They're not. They're not awful. Now, you go to some pizza places like not Pizza Hut, but like Papa John's or Godfather's. I mean, they're just in Domino's. They're just throwing wings on their menu. Those wings are garbage. Those wings are absolute garbage. But Pizza Hut, you can go there and you don't even have to get pizza. You can just get wings. Delicious. Delicious. So, but I'll get off of wings. I was just telling you what I'm doing for the game. I'll just do it for the game. So, love you some pizza from Godfather's. I do too. I do too. Godfather's Pizza is underrated. It's wild because it just came here about 4 years ago. I remember growing up on Godfather's. And then I hadn't seen one in forever. So, see this? My man Quiggle. Big B, you're 100% right. Their wings are fire. Pizza Hut, baby. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Pizza Hut wings, man. Pizza Hut wings. Do I think Wilson will be a backup from here on out? Absolutely not. Russell Wilson's not going to be a backup next year. I'm not saying that'll never happen in his career, but not next year. There's too many teams that need a quarterback for Russell Wilson not to be a starter. Not to mention, I don't care what Sean Payton said, Russell Wilson didn't play bad football this year. I'm not saying it was league MVP type, but Russell Wilson didn't play bad this year. He didn't play bad. You're telling me if he's in Atlanta, they don't win the division? If he's in Minnesota, that they're not competing for the division after Cousins got hurt? If he's with the Jets, that the Jets aren't way better than what they are? Come on now. Hell, if he's with the Steelers, are the Steelers better? Yes. Russell Wilson has a future. Everybody trying to put Russell Wilson in a grave and write his obituary for his career. No, not yet, man. Not yet. So, not just yet. Jets need an O-line first. You're absolutely right, Brandon. Absolutely right. Until they fix their O-line, I don't care what. That's how Aaron Rodgers got hurt. He was having to run for his life. And, 40-year-old Achilles just said, I'm out. Literally. So, yeah, they got to fix their O-line first. Hold on. Dan says he likes Popeye's sweet and spicy wings. I've seen the commercial. Are they good? I love Popeye's chicken, so we don't know. It'd be worth a try, but not tonight. Not on national championship night. No, I'm not doing that. Not on national championship night. It's either going to be Pizza Hut or Wingstop. One of the two. And both of them are literally right by my house, so we'll figure it out. Don't trade them. Not with that contract. Oh, Russell Wilson? Yeah, they're not going to be able. Somebody might be able to trade him. He can restructure because Russell knows that Denver wants out. So, who knows? Russell might say, no, I'm not restructuring nothing. And you're going to pay me the money that you owe me. Period. End of story. If I'm Russell Wilson, that's what I do. Because Denver will be on the hook for it no matter what. So Denver will be on the hook for it. But yeah, I think Russell Wilson has got a future. He got a future. I know we're trying to put him in the grave, but don't put Russell in the grave just yet, people. Don't do it just yet. He got an opportunity. So we think a lot of people said Washington's going to win. There's still some people that said Michigan's going to win. Let's take a consensus. Let's just take a consensus right now. Who do you got? Don't need the reason. Just spit out the name. Washington or Michigan? I say Michigan. I'll go first. That's who I want to win. I'm rooting for Michigan. My man Chuck Miller, he said Michigan. Michael, Michigan. Brandon, Washington. My man Warehouse King says Michigan. He said Mitch, but I'm guessing you mean Michigan. Wakan says Michigan. Guindo says Washington. So I want Washington to win, but reality says Michigan. I'm the opposite. I want Michigan to win, but I think reality says Washington. Yeah, it looks like Michigan, man. The fans win. You're right, Rico. The fans do win. Damn it, the fans do win. I'm tired. You haven't heard a peep from any Florida State person whining. Nobody wants to hear that. This is America. We get tired of listening to people whine because you didn't get your way or something wasn't fair to you. Hey, man, life ain't fair. Life ain't fair. And nobody wants to hear that anymore. Get out of here with that. Go away. Go away. We're done with it. Let's bring somebody up, man. Let's bring somebody up. What is going on, brother? How you doing? We are doing good today, brother. We are doing good today. What's happening?
What's your take on the game tonight?
I like Michigan because I think Michigan can play keep away. I think they can keep the ball away from Washington with their run game because Washington's run defense is not any good.
Yep.
And I feel like they can keep the ball away from them enough to win the game.
You think it's going to be? You don't think it'll be a shootout at all?
No.
Turn into one.
No, Michigan can't win a shootout. Michigan can't win a shootout. If a game gets into the 40s, Michigan's going to lose.
Yeah.
Michigan's going to lose.
As much as Penix and I jumped on that, I don't know. With
Right?
It's just he's not going to have like what he had against Texas. I mean, I can't even say he had a bunch of time against
Correct.
Texas, but I mean, that's a whole different animal. I mean, I thought Michigan's defense was good with Aiden Hutchinson a few years ago,
Right?
but I think this D line for Michigan. I mean, as much as I want Washington to win big, I think it might be a blowout. Michigan's blowout.
Nah, I don't think Michigan can blow them out because I don't think they can score enough points to blow them out. But you are right as far as talking about Michigan's defense. Michigan, what they are, first of all, they're so much better on the back end than Texas. It's not funny. You know, Texas had a good defensive line, but Texas's secondary was horrible. And it was horrible all year. Well, Michigan's is really good. And Michigan, like we talked about earlier, Michigan's going to bring pressure that Texas, for some reason, just said, nah, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, I don't know what it was almost. I hate to say this. I not hate to say it, but it was almost like watching Texas play a Cowboys style of defense where they're taking that every once in a while you'd see that D end, which would obviously be Parsons, and he'd drop back in coverage.
Correct.
It just wasn't any good.
Correct. Yes. They did the same thing that the Cowboys like to do a lot of times. Just bring four, drop people into coverage, and just see if our front four can get there. Well, they couldn't, and he got carved up. He got carved up.
It was horrible. I mean, I wanted Washington to win, but I mean, Texas just, and I don't know, Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say it because like if I'm Michigan, and I don't know how you feel about it, I don't even really want to scout that game because it's not even like Texas didn't show me anything on how to stop Penix.
No.
Didn't show me how to stop a run game.
Nope.
It just showed me that even the blocking tight end, what's his name, Quentin Moore.
He was wide open all game.
All game, like he just goes right in the flat and he's wide open. And I'm like, if I'm Michigan, I don't even. I mean, me personally, I don't even watch. I mean, obviously they're going to watch film, but I'm not going to see nothing that I can't see in any other game that Washington played because Texas didn't show me nothing.
Right. Nope. You're right. You're right. Got a question over here on YouTube. This is a little bit off topic. My man Blake Babcock, though, Blake is he's asking, hey, Big B, is Will Howard a good quarterback for the Buckeyes at Ohio State? Here's my thing. I like Will Howard. Obviously, I went to K-State, so I always root for him and love K-State. However, Avery Johnson, I think, is going to be a better quarterback moving forward. But Will Howard is better than what Ohio State has. So whether he's good or not, I don't know. But I know he's better than what Ohio State has at their disposal. So
it's crazy to answer. I have my DoorDash came. I have to get it out of here. I gotta agree with you. But it's crazy to see like Ohio State in that quarterback predicament because I can't remember a while. I mean, it's been a while since there was a question mark on who's going to be the guy next year.
Correct. It's been nuts. And you've never seen Ohio State not have quarterbacks at their disposal.
I mean, who was it? Like, I guess the last one would have been going into was it Braxton Miller? Is that who it was?
Yeah, and he turned out to be great.
Yeah, like it was an unknown going into that year, and then
that was a decade ago.
Yeah, I think because I mean it's like every other year. Okay, well CJ Stroud left. They knew who was going to be the next guy.
Correct.
Now it's almost like what Florida State has with you went and got DJ out of the transfer, but DJ wasn't good at Clemson.
Nope.
Why are you going to go get a guy and put him back in the ACC? Yeah, okay, it's rebuilding.
Hey, he was better. He was better at Oregon State, though.
I just think it's a difference. I mean, I don't know if you agree. I just think it was that Pac. I'm not a big Pac-12 fan, even though I do want Washington to win.
Pac-12 was the best conference in the country this year.
Yeah.
Pac-12 was the best conference in the country this year. And I know there's going to be people that want to whine and say the SEC. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. Not this year. No, they weren't. And that don't have anything to do with the SEC not having anybody in the championship game either. Because if Alabama would have won, they still wouldn't have had the best conference in the country. So,
yeah, I think the way it ended up, the best four teams, we can agree, we can disagree, we can argue the fact that the best four didn't get in, but I think the best two got into the national championship.
I'll agree with that all day long. I will agree with that all day long. Hey, man, I appreciate you jumping in, man. We are going to shut this one down for the night.
All right, man. You have a great night. Enjoy the game.
You too. I appreciate everybody joining in, man. We're going to shut this one down. Again, thank you guys for coming in. We're live on Monday through Friday. Like I said, we're going to move the time back. I'll let you know when we do that. Just give more people an opportunity. Get off work, get out of work, be home. So give people a better opportunity to be in. But either way, man, I appreciate everybody coming in. We will see y'all tomorrow. We'll talk about what happened, see if there's any more coaches that got let go. But other than that, I will holler at you guys, man. Aloha.